let's just talk about some stuff that happens in families. Does anybody want to go first to discuss their experience thus far? It is now Friday, October 8th, and we've been here since Wednesday, October 6th. Yeah, all right. So some of y'all know my brother, Fredo, if you've listened in the past, because I am not introducing nobody but me. Go ahead, Fredo.
What up? Real quick, I just want to say, first, I was very stressful because I wanted to hear the family make sure that they got here safely. And that's the most important thing. Family getting to their location where they need to be safe. That's what I was stressed out about the most. My second thing was my cousin. I think she's the third or fourth oldest out of all of us. And she's getting married to a pretty cool guy.
He's over there. Definitely was looking at your brother.
I'm looking at my brother, but
that's what happens when you're little.
It happens. But
I wish we had video for that.
The family is here. Everybody is safe. That's all I really care about. We all together. Congratulations to Gina. Congratulations to Earl. And may God bless you guys.
Ooh. That was sweet. Our newcomers, anybody? Yes, no. The old comers? Yes, no, maybe so.
What's the topic?
No, the topic is just this family reunion.
Oh, all right. So my experience so far is great. I've gotten to know some people that I haven't been so familiar with. I've gotten to know new people in the family. Hoping that the feelings are mutual. Let me say it with my chest. So yeah, I'm just vibing out. It's a good vibe. I'm glad to be away from work, around good people, good environment, and a happy family. And congratulations to Earl and Gina. And we're 1 year past where we were last year. And happy birthday to James.
Oh yeah! He's not here though. He was just saying happy birthday to him. And audience, that is my other older brother, Mr. Ant.
You're returning guest.
I'm returning guest. We popped his cherry long time ago.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anybody else want to tune in? Anybody else want to tune in? Our last minuter, Tima Beamer. What's up, baby? Come on.
I wasn't last minute. Well, it's my first time with the family, but it feels like I've been here forever. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the acceptance from everybody. It's more than I get from my own family.
Hey, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay, sometimes the family is what you create, baby girl. Just because they got your blood in you, that's your relatives.
Literally. Literally.
Let's talk about it. You got relatives and you got family. This right here is family.
Literally.
We got one of the elders in the back co-signing the family, chiming in, even though she said she wasn't going to record because she could be over here at the round table with the young folks. But you know how the elders do. They got to have the peanut gallery going on in the back.
Sprinkle a little wisdom real quick.
Real quick. Anybody got questions for the elders to gain some wisdom? Oh, another newcomer?
Yes.
All right. What we calling you today? We got you a Sunshine?
Yes.
You, Sunshine. Come closer, Sunshine. You talk too low. Come on, baby. Introduce yourself, Sunshine. Say what you're going to say.
So my experience here so far, after not being here for at least 2 years, this is my first time returning. So my experience here so far has been very emotional because there's a lot of things going on that I personally feel no one wants to talk about.
Oh, the hard conversations that families don't want to touch.
The difficult things. So
everybody's tiptoeing.
The first thing I want to say, say is that I am extremely happy for the couple that is about to take on this new chapter in their life. Even though they've been together forever.
What's forever? Talk to us, y'all. What's forever?
12 years.
Hey. 12 years. Dog, I struggle with 12 days.
Right, right.
12 hours.
12 hours,
12
right.
minutes.
12 hours.
Let's bring it down as minuscule as possible. 12
Right.
seconds of other person's
Right.
in my space. 12 years.
I want to say first and foremost, congratulations, and just know that I was always rooting for you.
Yes,
Always loved
absolutely.
you as a part of this family, and to the gentleman who proposed, you're lucky to have her.
You are. We're
Take
lucky
care
to
of her.
have you too, though.
And to the lady who accepted proposal, just know that you got to keep her. Know that.
That's my dog. That's my
I
dog.
just want to put that out there and let everybody know who may feel differently than the way I feel. I may see something that you don't, but I respect the decision, and I couldn't be more happy for the two of you.
Me too.
Know
For real.
that.
That part.
Amen.
That part. Yes. Anybody else?
I would like to say,
You got to introduce yourself, groom.
Groom.
Come on, groom.
I love you guys like you're my very own.
You got to speak up, baby.
I do. Don't say it in my chest.
I do.
All right, stay focused. Say it like that. Let the audience know.
I love you guys.
We love you too, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Day one.
Right.
Facts.
Day
Felt
one.
it.
What?
Mhm.
I'm married into a great family, y'all.
I blame
Right.
Alfred,
When I
but it's
look,
okay.
when I look around, you know what I'm saying? When I look around, yo,
One at a time.
when I look around, I say to myself, like, families should conduct themselves like this.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? For
Yes.
real.
Thank you.
I honor
I'm
that.
humbled. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm serious.
And
You know-
we honor you right back.
We
Thank you.
received that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real,
I
for
receive
real.
it, yeah.
Right? Primita?
Don't get shy now.
I ain't saying nothing.
The bride said, not today, not today. Some of the elders have joined us. You guys, give them a seat. You're good? You don't need a seat?
I want to hear what you got. Women of wisdom.
Women of
Wow.
Wow. Come on, ladies.
I want
Women
to
of
hear what you
wisdom.
got to say.
You guys have
been-
seen, experienced
Everything.
so many different.
You've been married. You've been divorced.
Yeah.
Right. Come on.
Single
Talk to us.
moms. You've been incredible women.
Yeah.
You have been our role models. You have been our peacekeepers. You have been the shoulders we cry on, the ears we tell our dirty secrets to.
Mhm.
I know my mom. She knows all my dirty secrets. Anyway, so we need some wisdom from you all.
What do you have to say?
Well, I'm her mom.
Hi, Nenen.
That's what I've been called. I'm Nana to everybody because I'm the old lady of the family. I'm 80 years old.
Yes. 80 years young, Nenen.
Yes. And I have these kids around me and I enjoy the company.
How-
I have to put them in the place sometime, but I
That's
do it
Amanda.
in a nice way.
I'm
And I
her
know
favorite.
they have a lot of love for me.
Yes.
Nenen, how many
Yeah.
children do you have? Would you like to share that?
I have 5 children, but I raised 10 kids
Total.
till
Still
they are. The
Continue.
youngest is just 13 years old.
Wow.
The oldest is 57 years old.
Woo!
8 years old.
58.
And
Wow.
every one of those kids, I never have problem with. There's none in prison. There's none got killed. There's none got
Praise God.
there. I have nurses. I have teachers. I have in the family.
What else you got going on? Tell us how proud you are of all these
And
children.
I am so proud of these children that these elderly people have raised because it takes a village to raise these kids.
Right.
Yes.
And they are very respectable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one that if you give me any mouth, I'm going to tell your parents, they're going to beat you and send you home to your parents, and they're going to give you another beating.
Oh gosh.
Old
They
school.
went
We've
through
talked
that.
about this beating already. But
Yes.
go ahead.
Sis. But I love them all. And one thing I have to say with this family, I am not a blood relative. Me and my grandson had this talk this week. Because he says there are going to be a crowd of people in the house. I said they're going to be all of your family. He said, no, Nana, they're going to be your family too. because they are your family. I said, no, they're not family. She said, yeah, you married into the family.
That's right.
I didn't marry into the family. My daughter married into the family.
And when she
So she
married
said,
in, you got in too. That's right. That's
I
right.
was trying
We have any words from the other wild mom?
Okay, you
Yeah, I don't need to sit down.
No.
Sit down, sit down, sit down. This family right here is my family.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I have my family, but there's only 3 of us here in my blood family.
Mhm.
But this family here, it's my family.
That's right.
Earl, Gina, the first time I met you all, because I'm being on this get together for the longest while. Earl, when I met you, I fall in love with you. Gina, when I met you, I fall in love with you. Mama Sid, I fall in love with everybody. I was so happy, like Miss Norma says, we were there from the beginning and we are there till the end.
That's right.
One thing I have to say, communication in a wedding is the best. Communicate to one another, please. Whatever you all do, communicate. If you all have a little argument, make sure you all make up at the end of the day. Never go and sit angry.
Yeah.
I love you all guys. I love this family. God bless you too. We're going to have a good time.
Yes. All right. To the nitty gritty. Cousin Sunshine, baby, you said a mouthful when you said we got some top topics we need to touch. What's some hard topics that you feel like the family should be discussing, sweetheart? Let's talk.
I think being that the occasion is fitting, and it's no big secret because G and Earl have been together for over a decade. They say if you can get through the first 10 years, you can get through anything. So I think some of the toughest things in their case, I think some of the toughest things in anyone's case, not just their case uniquely, but in anyone's case, is having a blended family.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So, like, they don't have, say, children together, but they have children.
Right.
And in those children, they expand their family. You know what I mean? From the oldest to the youngest. And so the oldest can be, say, 35. It doesn't matter. It's still an offspring. It's still someone who needs to be recognized as not just an individual who is, say, unique, but an individual who requires a lot of interaction or attention, so to speak. So blended families can be as complicated as blood related families. You know what I mean? So I think some of the things that maybe people don't want to talk about or maybe taboo. I know in our family personally, you know what I mean, is having the blended family. Like I've experienced personal situations where my mom died when I was young, as little before my second birthday, and so my bonus mom came into my life when I was 10. And I get a lot of things like, that's not your real mom. And I'm like, says who? You know, I get defensive. I'm like, says who? You know, that lady wiped my nose. And when I had a fever, that lady gave me Tylenol. And when I couldn't wipe my ass, that lady did it.
Right.
And when I couldn't braid my hair, she was the one. And what, you know, so then I gotta break things down to people like, so what? She's not my biological mom. However, she's my bonus mom and a mother in the sense of a blended family, or a father in the sense of a blended family. And coming back full circle, may not get the type of accolade that they should as a parent. As a parent. So I think that blended families, as complex as they may be and as unique as they are, is a subject that people don't want to touch. Personally, that's just how I feel.
So when you see things like that, do you speak on it, or do you be like, "Not my monkeys, not my circus"? This is your family.
It's a fact, but it depends on the individual, because some people are ready to hear it. I'm all about who's ready to hear it. And for the most part, if we're all sitting here now, it's at least a dozen of us at the round table, right? So I feel like if we're all sitting here right now, some of us would be ready to receive, and some of us are like, miss me with that, whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it depends on the individual, and you have to know, personally, I feel like you have to know how to address that individual in order to reach the core of what they may be experiencing. Because some people may sit there and go, "Nah, we all good," when really internally shit is falling apart.
Right.
You know, and vice versa. Some people may be sitting there like, "Oh, the sky is falling," and you like, "Dude, seriously, come on now." You know, X, Y, and Z. Put things in perspective. So it's all about perspective and the individual. So sometimes you can speak on it, and I will. But most times, depending on the person,
You can't.
Not that I can't, I choose not to.
Right, because they're not.
Because the
it's gonna
person is not
become-
ready to receive it.
Right.
It's
right.
about the individual and how you say to the individual, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Or at least if you're coming to me and you're saying, oh, my bonus kids are driving me crazy, or oh, my own kids are driving me crazy, I have one or two options at that point. My option is either to A, advise, or B, just listen and be a sounding board.
Right.
It depends on the individual. So I can advise, may not be welcomed, or I could be a sounding board, and a lot of times that's not welcome. You don't have anything to say? I get that from my friends a lot of times. I'm like, I'm listening to them. I'm just listening.
Right.
Because you have to really know how to pick and choose your battles when it comes to your relationships, whether it's maternal, paternal, sibling, cousin, aunt, uncle, friend, relationships where I have such a unique relationship with everyone in this circle, and I know who I can speak to and who I can't.
And how.
Fact.
Right. Absolutely right. Does anyone have something to say to that? The elders, the newcomers, anyone?
So I'm going to piggyback because I had daddy issues.
Ooh.
A lot of people say that they have mommy issues, but I have daddy issues. My daddy issues
Are.
No. I'm going to say was.
Were.
Or were. The English language is very difficult.
You born here.
Yes, I am American. But anyway, yes, I do have daddy issues because one, I really don't trust women. I can do for myself. I can cook, I can clean, and I can actually maintain myself life-wise. I don't need anyone to do that. And I was raised that way. But learning to be with a woman who can do it herself as well, I had to learn how to compromise and make things work. But it takes an individual to have to learn to overlook that and become the man that they say that we should be in order to make things work.
So now that you're older, what do you consider to be a quote-unquote man?
I still don't know yet. No,
Right.
So what were you told is a man?
They haven't told me yet.
So how are they supposed to expect you to be something they never told you what it is to be that?
Well, the first thing.
But how can you're experiencing things, but you don't even know how to put it into language to explain your experience. So if you don't even know the definition of what you're supposed to experience, you can't identify it.
You make it as you live.
You make it as you live, but what are you making? What are you going to verbalize to say you've experienced? You can't say I've experienced being a man because you don't even know what you don't know what. So, but at least you were told that. I'm asking him, does he know what it is?
Supposed to show you to be the man. Don't
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna say. Hold on. Let me.
Yeah, from the men. Because,
from a man's perspective,
right.
The standard of a man does not exist. The standard of a man is what that man raises himself to be. You can never ask a son to be like a father. You can never ask a father to act like his father. Each person is going to have their own unique individual experiences because the world is evolving as we're all growing.
Right.
So there's no way for anyone, and I kind of hate that society does that and says that a man, there's no standard for a woman.
Right.
So why should there be a standard for a man? You know,
absolutely.
It's like the man. The American version is you're supposed to go to work, provide for your family, and then go to sleep at night, and then get up the next morning and do it again.
Rinse and repeat.
And that's not life. That's far from actual life. There's a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings that men put to the side because of the American standard. So when I say that, I feel like each person is their own individual man. I can't be Justin. I can't be Earl. I can't be El. I can't be Alfredo. None of them can be me.
Right.
We all bring our own thing to this world to just make the world a better place. As they say, being a better citizen for the world. So there's no way to say that there's a standard that he should act this way, he should act this way, or he should act this way.
Well said.
That's just how I feel.
Well said.
I absolutely agree with that. Good job. Good